going to go through this last page. Some of the numbering's different. I have some answers in there. Some of these you should know by memory, like the two that are written in. Another one from the first page of your test, 0.3 repeating is a third. And we also know that that is 33.3 repeating percent would be another way to write that. So there's a couple of memory ones here. But we'll talk about how to find some of these if you have to start from the beginning. Like, say, if you were given a percent first, 60% would be 60 per 100. To get the decimal, just divide down, or to get the fraction, divide down, and you get 6 out of 10. That also is 0.6 You could have also maybe written 0.60, so I think most of you know those. But to get to the most reduced fraction, you have to keep going. So that's 3/5. 3/5. So for starting with the fraction 3/8, well, hopefully the number line we did on the first page would help you, because on the first page we learned that 1/8 equals 0.125 from the number line. So 3/8 would just be 0.125 3 times. Or you could draw a whole number line, but we just did that on the other page. So when you add this up, you get 375 tenths, hundredths, thousandths. To change that to a percent, hopefully remember the pattern. Your decimal, you notice up here, is just always moved over 2 places when you get the percent. But if you write the decimal out as a fraction, 375 thousandths, to get the percent, you just divide by 10. And then you have hundreds, so you have 37.5 out of 100. So 37.5%. In the last one, you're given another percent. So if you just write the fraction, 5% means 5 per 100, and reduce down, well, 5 per 100 is 5 100ths. So this is the hundreds place. So we need to fill in with the 0. And then reduce down by 5 in the numerator and the denominator. You get 1/20th. Your test will probably have either number lines or a chart, but it's going to be a little bit shorter, so probably it will not have both. Okay, on this next one, I told the class that this one on the right is a problem for everybody. The other one's kind of a bonus level. So there's so many ways to do this. I'm trying to think of some of the ways kids in class did this. Some people noticed this size square. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the size squared, and these two together make 6. These two together make another one, 7. And these little 4 corners here, they make another square. Think about it. A square is divided into 4 little triangles. So there's actually 8 squares. Some people figured that out and realized 4 out of 8, 4 out of 8, or 1/2 was shaded. That didn't work for everybody, but I did notice a lot of students doing that. Another strategy is just to kind of divide into little triangles that are all the same. So it's more work, but I think it helps some people better. Just depends. So now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 32 little triangles because there's 8 in each row. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 out of 32, which is also a half. So the answer to this is a half. This one, the bonus one, a little bit harder to visualize, but if you break it into 9 squares, that's a square, 1, 2, this makes, those two together make 3. This right here is the same size as a square because it's, if I pull it out, you can see it's half of 2 squares. So that's 1 square there. So this is 1 square here. Similarly, this is 1. So there's 1, 1, 1, that's 4, and these two together make a 5th. So that's 5 out of 9. That's a challenging one. Last problem. 100 sixth graders and 20 teachers were surveyed. They were each asked how often they growl "arg" when they see Mr. Audet. The table below shows the results. So, number of args per week in this row, 0 to 5. What this means is there's 15 sixth grade boys right here and 5 sixth grade girls that growl 0 to 5 times a week. And what this means over here is there's 2 male teachers and 3 female teachers that growl 0 to 5 times a week. So you have to look for that information and the totals. So let's try. What percent of the teachers, so we're looking at teachers only, but we're looking at males and females because it doesn't specify, growl 6 to 10 times per week. So we want this 6 to 10 times, but we want the teachers. So there's 8 teachers out of the total of 20 teachers, which is in the total column, but it's also in the reading. To make that a percent, times by 5, you get 40 out of 100. So the answer to A is 40%. I'm going to erase to do the next one. What percent of the sixth graders, so now we want to look at sixth graders, only in this column, growl less than 6 times a week, which is 5 or less. So here they are. There's 20 sixth graders out of a total of 100 sixth graders. So that one's easy because it's already per 100, so 20%. What percent of the females, now you got to look at just the girls and the grown-up female teachers. So you're going to look at this row and this row. Growling 6 to 10 times a week. So there's 20 of those people out of a total of 50. So double the numerator and the denominator, and you get 40 out of 100. So 40%. 58th graders were surveyed, and they had similar results. So they're saying it's going to work the same way as the 6th graders. How many 8th graders do you think growl at Mr. Odd Day only 50 times per week. This was kind of like one of our homework problems. So, sixth graders, there's 20 sixth graders that growl 0 to 5 times a week out of a total of 100. So we want to change that to be 50 because that's how many eighth graders there are. So we would have to divide by 2. So our prediction would be about 10 eighth graders. Okay. Study hard.